All right, everybody, how we doing? I got a card in recently that I was really excited for and kind of motivated me to go through and share a little side PC or rainbow chase, I guess you can say. And so I wanted to start off by sharing the card and then get into a little bit of what that side PC is, why I'm going for that rainbow, etc. And that card is a 2016-17 Kawhi Leonard Hoops red checkerboard, numbered 1 out of 15 or numbered out of 15. And as I kind of alluded to, I am going for the rainbow. So I am trying to collect all the parallels of the base from this card. I'll try to just kind of show the different angles. This is the red checkerboard. So you can see the little checkerboard pattern along the card, and you got obviously the red border. This is the 2016-17 hoops design, which I'm kind of a fan of. I think I've shown it in a recent video with the Darren Collison gold that I picked up. It is it's got kind of like a hardwood pattern out here in the border. The parallels have the outermost border, so it's kind of a two border design. The outermost border is the color of the parallel. There's an inner border with a NBA hardwood floor kind of design with a white kind of outline, and then obviously like the traditional or the signature hoops photography, that game photo right there. And then you got hoops foil team logo and serial numbering down here. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a really great design. It's one of my favorite hoops designs from Panini's time reinstating hoops in 2011, I think it was. And you know, it's one of the reasons I love hoops is because from the base to the inserts to whatever, you get lots of great action shots that look really beautiful with the design, with the borders and everything like that. So really, I think really well put together cards. I think that this was before hoops got redundant and started looking the same every year. And again, it's changed in 24-25, so that's nice, regardless of whether or not you're a fan of that design. Hopefully, I guess this angle kind of gives you a better look at the foil on it. But yeah, so this is one of the rarer parallels. I think other than the 101 in the gold, this is the rarest parallel, the 1 out of 15. I'm still missing the 4 of the parallels, the red out of 49, the artist proof silver out of 25, I think the other silver out of 25, and the 101. I'll have to confirm that and double check that, but I believe those are the parallels that I'm still missing. And yeah, just a really nice card. I wish there was a photo on the back, but of course, here's the back with several years of statistics for Kawhi Leonard. That was in his 5th year. Yeah, that was in his 5th year, I think, 2016-17. So you have his first 4 years in the league. And you know, this was a little unique because I'm not actually just going for the base rainbow, but I'm going for every Kawhi Leonard card. I guess you could say like the master set of Kawhi Leonard from 2016-17 hoops. And I'm gonna have to, I actually have this all together in a binder. So I have a kind of Profolio here, or Z-Folio, whatever they're called, with all of those. So you can see on the left is mostly the base. So this is the base. I actually have my base in my 16-17 hoops base set, which isn't complete, but I have like a majority of it. More on why that is in just a second. So these are 9 parallels. This is the red back. This is the teal explosion. A couple unnumbered parallels. All these are numbered parallels, going from the green checkerboard out of 149 to the teal out of 49. we'll have to throw in that red. I'm going to actually have to move this over to my Kings Z Folio. I'll have to dedicate a page to my Kings Z Folio to this Kawhi Leonard kind of PC, this Hoops 16-17 Hoops PC, because the total number of cards in that 16-17 Kawhi Hoops run is, we got the 18 here, plus the one I just picked up, the base that's not in here, and then the 4 that are left, so 6 more, so 24, which is perfect because the other one holds 16, I think. Sorry, 12. So it's perfect. My other Z Folio is 3 by 4, so it's 12 on each side. So that'll be perfect. I'll lay that all out. It'll be 12. So when that, maybe I'll show what that looks like after I move everything over. And yeah, so again, so I have the base, still missing 4 parallels. There's an insert set here, and maybe I'll pull out some of these easily. There's an insert set here called One-on-One, featuring Kawhi versus James Harden, right? 2 players pitted against each other. So I pulled this myself. So the reason I actually decided to go after the Kawhi run is because I opened a box of 16-17 hoops, pulled the Kawhi base, pulled the red back, pulled the One-on-One, and then I also pulled the, I forget if it was the, I'll have to go back and check. I think it was the courtside or the bird's eye view. So I'll show both of those. The courtside right here is just a beautiful full bleed action shot with some like refractive foil surface of Kawhi from like a courtside angle. And so you got that going. There's 2 parallels to that one. There's no parallels to the One-on-One. There's 2 parallels to the court side. This is a artist proof out of 25. I actually have the jersey number 2 out of 25, and then a gold out of 10. There's also 2 parallels, same thing, artist proof out of 25 and gold out of 10 for the bird's eye view. I guess I can show one of the parallels that are lower numbered for the bird's eye view. Oops. Ooh. We got a flying binder. Okay. So here is the bird's eye view. And again, it's just like, this is what's so great about hoops, right? All from the base to the One-on-One to the courtside to the bird's eye view, all beautiful photography. The courtside and the bird's eye view are full bleed action shots. This bird's eye view from kind of like the backboard view, right? Bird's eye view. The courtside is from somebody with a courtside vantage point. And another one with no parallels is the lights, camera, action. So that's another insert. It's a base insert with no parallels, is the lights, camera, action. And that one kind of has like a photo frame, sort of video frame, as if like it's Kawhi framed on a video recording. So that one also has no parallel. And the last 2 cards are these Road to the Finals cards. And these Road to the Finals cards, if you're not aware, are really cool because every year Hoops does them and they chronicle the playoff runs from the previous year. So in 2015-16, so in the 2016 playoffs, the Spurs made it to the 2nd round. They defeated the Grizzlies in the 1st round. And then they made it to the 2nd round against the Thunder. You can see here how this is chronicling against the Thunder. You might notice here that it is there. This is actually a photo of Kawhi, going up for a floater against the Thunder. This is a Thunder jersey right there. This is from the 2nd round, and it chronicles a specific game. This is game 3, where Kawhi had 31, 11, and 3. They're pretty high numbered. This one's out of 999, but this is a pretty significant, I think. And then there's the final score there on the back. This is a pretty significant, like, kind of run of everything in set, because this was the year that the Thunder kind of upset the Spurs. The Spurs had won the NBA Finals in 2014. That's when they like came back and took their revenge on the Heat after losing in 2013 with that crazy like Ray Allen game tying 3 in and that sent it to overtime, and then the Heat won in 7 games. And then the Warriors won the championship in 2015. The Thunder beat the Spurs in 2016, went to face the Warriors in the 2016 Western Conference Finals. That's when the Thunder choked away a 3-1 lead. And after which Kevin Durant chose to leave the Thunder and join the Warriors. And that's like obviously such a significant sequence of events for NBA history. And not only is it cool that kind of I have some of that here in this set, but the base, and I'll kind of take this away as well. The base card itself, you can see, has Kawhi going up for a dunk ahead of Andre Robertson. This was a photo from a game from that second round series, which I just think is really awesome, right? I think it's a really awesome feature that this base card has a photo from that game. And I'll have to check what game it was. I looked up the photo. The photo was from April 30th. I don't remember off the top of my head what game it was. It must have been, been game 1 or 2. I don't know. I'll have to check it. But this is from that series. So the base set chronicling that series, and then that Road to the Finals set chronicling that series, I think is just really cool, right? Because of how significant that series was for NBA history. Again, the Thunder beating the Spurs, going on to lose to the Warriors after being up 3-1, and then Durant leaving, going to the Warriors, and then winning the next 2 finals, right? So it's a big deal. And so again, that's kind of the breakdown of 16-17 hoops and Kawhi Leonard's 16-17 hoops cards. And one more note is I'll show you, you have this card out of 15 right here, this red checkerboard. Again, here I've got 8 parallels, 3 unnumbered parallels, 5 numbered, 6 including the red checkerboard, and I'm missing 4 numbered parallels. So in total, you got 13 parallels to the base card. That's a nice rainbow. Like, I don't know what Hoops is at now, but obviously Prism and Optic are probably at like 80 parallels. I think this is just perfect, right? Like to have that many parallels to the base, for 13 parallels to the base, it's a good balance, right? Like it wasn't insane for me to put this together. And I've been working on it for a long time. And to be fair, like I don't see cards, like I picked up probably these 3 over the last couple of years, and I've only seen the copy that I picked up, I think. This is the only copy of the red checkerboard that I've seen in the last couple of years. I missed 1 copy of the gold on Facebook in like 2021 that I finally picked up as well. Actually, I haven't added this in here. So there's also the gold. So I guess that's 14 parallels. So actually, I'm going to grab the gold. All right, I'm back with the gold at a 10. So here is the gold at a 10 that I picked up, kind of with the light centered in the middle, but then just a little close up. You can see that glitter, same as the Darren Collison I showed in a recent mail day video. And again, it's like you've got a couple teals, right? A teal explosion, which is kind of a hoops signature. Then a teal, got a couple blues. We've got this silver and the artist proof silver. Got a green, or like you got really 1 or 2 of every color. The red and the gold, the black 101, which I'd love to add, obviously. And that's reasonable, right? I mean, it's not totally crazy to put together. Like I can take on this project and think, there's actually a chance that I'll finish this. So that's what's great. Like I've never put together a rainbow that has an insane amount of parallels, but I can't imagine, putting that together. And, there's a lot I could say. I've been talked about why I collect Kawhi Leonard. I've been talked about my thoughts on like, I actually think it's totally fine if I get all the parallels to the base except for the 101. Like I won't feel like this is an incomplete rainbow if I don't get that 101. So I have a lot of thoughts that I could mention. Maybe those are thoughts for another time. for now, you know, that is the 2016 Kawhi Leonard run of cards. You got the base, the one-on-one. Let's try to highlight each: the courtside, the bird's eye view, and the lights, camera, action, and the road to the finals. Chronicling a very significant season in Kawhi Leonard's career, right? One of his last seasons with the Spurs, which again, that's a whole nother aspect of history I haven't really mentioned, but more importantly, I guess, for NBA history, chronicling the season when his Spurs were defeated by the Thunder and ultimately went on to lose to the Warriors, which led to Kevin Durant's departure and joining the Warriors and kind of established that dynasty. Okay, so hope you enjoyed. One more look at the two recent pickups, the gold and the red checkerboard. So side by side, the gold and the red checkerboard. Gold out of 10, red checkerboard out of 15. Other than the 101, the two lowest numbered parallels I was missing, and both picked up in the last month or so. So hope you enjoyed. Have an awesome day, week. Happy collecting. Let me know what you think about this, any of these thoughts, this design, these cards, the parallel, the photos, the significance of kind of what's chronicled in Kawhi's 16-17 hoops cards. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going. Please share, please kind of put your thoughts on cards out there.